so good to be back on solid ground again. Where am I supposed to be going? It's been so long since I've been to Solitude. Greetings, my friend. I hope this letter finds you and finds you well. Curator of a museum located in Solitude. Dragonborn Gallery. I'm becoming the museum's Relic Hunter. Free room and board. I am looking forward to that. Directions. Head towards the Blue Palace at the far southeastern end of the city. The museum is beside the palace. Somehow the city seems larger than I remember it. Oh, I will be happy never to see that boat again. Dear God, there are a lot of stairs.
If you've come to Solitude to join the Legion, speak to Rika. If not, just keep your nose clean while you're here, or you'll end up like Rogvir.
Who in the hell is Rogvir?
They can't hurt Uncle Rogvir. Tell them he didn't do it.
Positions. Sorry, you need to go home. Go home and stay there until your mother comes.
Traitor! You should tell her that her uncle
You
is scum to betray his High King. Best she know now, Advar.
You're all heart, Vivian.
Rogvir, you helped Ulfric Stormcloak escape the city after he murdered High King Tori. By opening that gate for Ulfric, you betrayed the people of Solitude.
He doesn't deserve to speak!
There was no murder. Ulfric challenged Tori. He beat the High King in fair combat. Such is our way. Such is the ancient custom of Skyrim and all Nords.
Boo!
So that's Rogvir. No, I would not like to end up like that unfortunate soul.
On this day, I go to Sovngarde.
Excuse me.
Go away.
Pardon me.
Oh, I guess it's all over. I expected... I don't know what I expected.
Some gate guard you were!
Excuse me, miss.
That's definitely going in my part of the Edda.
I think I expected more.
Could you tell me what's going on?
I still can't believe he knew what he was doing when he opened that gate. Good riddance to bad rubbish, I say.
Ma'am? Shh. Excuse me.
A man opens a gate and they cut his head off? Doesn't seem right to me.
Is there anyone who can tell me what's going on?
I should have drawn it out some more. He deserved a slower death.
Sir, if I might...
Not right now.
Ma'am, could I...
Rogvir, why did it have to be like this?
Perhaps the guard can help me. Hello?
Heard there were wolves on the road up north.
Well, that's not very helpful.
It shouldn't have been like this.
Well, Aaron is just going to have to explain all this to me later. Solitude is a beautiful city, barring the occasional execution and blood everywhere. Bookstore. Must go there later. There do seem to be an awful lot of cats. Ah, here we are. This must be the museum. This is quite an impressive structure, Aaron. I was expecting some dinky little gallery, but wow. And what of you? I can't wait to see the inside.
Ah, good day, my friend. I'm glad you're here. I trust things fare well.
The voyage was long, but uneventful.
Excellent. Well, let me give you the 10 Septem tour, then. This building was once called Macnarian Hall, and it was the site of a Temple of Talos, built before the Grand Temple here in Solitude. It is now named Dragonborn Gallery, named for the ancient legends of the Nordic people of Skyrim, where the museum makes its home. To your right is the reception hall and staff barracks. To the left, the library, where I do most of my work. Through the library, you will find your way to the armories upstairs and the Dragonborn Hall, where various relevant displays will be built, heralding more of your accomplishments. Up ahead, you will find the main gallery, which I call the Hall of Heroes. There are 4 connecting hallways that all lead to the Daedric Gallery, the Hall of Lost Empires, the Gallery of Natural Science, the Hall of Oddities, and the one that leads to the Upper Gallery, which is an extension of the Hall of Heroes. As you can see, I've already been fast at work preparing exhibit plaques in the hopes that you will happen across these relics in your travels. I've done years' worth of research and found that many of the great relics of Tamriel have for some reason gravitated to Skyrim. Perhaps the energies that lie within these relics sense the impending crisis. At any rate, have a look around, and then come talk to me when you're ready to move forward.
Thank you, Aaron. Upper gallery first, then. Beautiful tapestries. Aaron, you have been a busy little bee. I believe this must be the Hall of Oddities. I wonder what sorts of oddities Aaron expects me to be collecting. The Art and Culture Gallery. My, what a large space. Certainly will accommodate many visitors. I see Aaron already has quite a few plaques up as well. What's this one? Reiklings. Nasty creatures. So this is the Natural Science exhibit hall. Looks more like a place of magic. Aaron has definitely had a mage in here. I wonder what that cost. Far more than he's paying me, I'm quite sure. I must find out how these exhibits were made. An ocean tide pool? A miniature working volcano? Amazing. An exhibit for dragons, Aaron. Does he really believe the legends that they'll return are true? Well, there have been some odd rumors. Anything is possible. It is a truly wondrous building. This must be the Daedric exhibit hall. I don't know what Orin is thinking. I will not be going up against any Daedric princes on his behalf, just to collect a few artifacts. Of course, if I should find any just lying around somewhere, that's a different matter. And this must be the Hall of Lost Empires Arn mentioned. I admit, I do love digging around in Dwemer ruins. They created such fascinating objects of machinery. Falmer, not so much. Those things are just plain creepy. Is this a door? Fascinating. I wonder if this is meant to be open to the public later on, or if it's somewhere to store more dangerous artifacts we might come across in the Dwemer and Falmer ruins. Arn, we are going to have to do something about that music you're piping in somehow. It's very distracting. Aaron, are you expecting to feed an army in here? Wait, is this fake food? What's the point of that?
Oh yes, I almost forgot. I did promise you a room and board after all, didn't I? Here is the key to the safe house upstairs. You can get to the safe house by way of the stairs outside that run behind the left side of the main entry stairs, or through the hidden passage to the right of the armory door upstairs from the library. Just look for the loose stone on the right.
Tell me about the Hall of Heroes.
This central area is called the Hall of Heroes, and it's where I've designed display space for relics of a powerful magic nature and or historical significance. I've done a great deal of research about the artifacts of Tamriel at large, and created displays for a variety of relics, should you happen upon them in your travels. Like I mentioned, it seems many unlikely relics are gravitating here, and you may happen across them.
Why do you think magical relics are coming here?
Well, the most obvious reason for many relics to be appearing here in Skyrim is, of course, the refugees from Morrowind, coming here by way of Solstheim. After the Red Mountain erupted in the 4th Era, Year 5, called the Red Year, most of Vardenfell was evacuated, and the relics from the Museum of Mournhold were lost, hidden, looted, and more. Aside from that reason, my theory is that the events of the coming dragons are somehow drawing the magical energies to this place.
Dragons, really?
Either in an effort to join in the events at hand, or merely as a means of being closer to the return of Aetherius, if the world does end as Nord legend foretells.
Where should I put up displays?
Well, here in the Hall of Heroes is where you should place any artifact of magical or historical nature. The Daedric Gallery, of course, is where anything related to the Daedra should go, and the Hall of Lost Empires is where you should display any and all items of Dwemer or Falmer nature. The armories you can display as you see fit. Lastly, the Gallery of Natural Science. If you bring some samples of flora and fauna, you can build fauna displays and plant the flora.
What's next?
Very simple. You keep doing what you're doing and stop in here from time to time if you find anything interesting. Have a look around and find a spot to display it. In addition to displaying the spoils of your adventures, I will commission and build exhibits based on those exploits. Anything of relevant consequence can be inspiring to the people. See you around.
Thank you, Arn. Later you must tell me about that execution in the main square. Seems like a cozy little staff barracks. Well, this will probably become my favorite part of the building. What a lovely wine cellar. Alas, it seems rather empty. I will have to work on rectifying that immediately. Oh, I take it back. The library will definitely be my favorite room in the museum. What a lovely space for working on the exhibits to display. I'm sure I'll be spending quite a bit of time here with Arn. Oh my, does the library go up 3 floors? Wonderful. Ah, the armory. Oh, that hatch probably goes to a storage or prep area. No need to go down there. Look at all of these displays. Oh my. Wow. Beautiful. That mannequin seems a bit odd. My goodness, Arn. How many armor displays are there? I suppose it's a good thing I have rather a fetish for collecting armor from different cultures. Arn, you certainly have outdone yourself, although I don't know how I'm ever going to be able to fill all of these exhibits. Storage area, perhaps? Ah, even more book stacks. I'm going to have such fun filling these shelves. Yes, the library is certainly going to be my favorite area of the building. Ah, a book return and a card catalog. Excellent. Oh, I do believe I'm going to be spending a lot of time up here. Well, this is an interesting space. This must be the Dragonborn Hall Auron mentioned. There do seem to be some artifact displays set up, but plenty of room for more, as he said. If I know Auron and his penchant for secret passageways, this sarcophagus is not what it appears to be. Aha, I knew it. Well, we would need to have some place to store away items we come across that really aren't meant for public consumption. Auron seems to have taken great advantage of this natural cave area underneath the museum. Wait a minute, is that a real body? Oh, thank the divines. I believe it's just wax. Auron, you're a little creepy sometimes. Although I believe this is meant to be an area to store items related to her scene, the Daedric Prince, so it seems only appropriate. First an area for werewolf items, and now one dedicated to vampires? Auron, you are treading on dangerous ground here. I can see why you wouldn't want this to be in the public rooms. And more secret passageways, it seems. You don't change much over the years, do you, Auron? Ah, an emergency exit to the outside. Always wise when dealing with a museum full of volatile, magical artifacts. And the possible ruffians who love to try to steal them. And where does this go? Oh, this must be the safe house Auron was talking about. My free room and board. Well, if this kitchen is any indication, I'm going to be quite pleased. Although Auron has left out enough food to feed 10 people. If it's not fake, too. He always overdoes everything. Wow, this is a considerable space. How odd that Auron prefers to sleep in the staff barracks than in this lovely home. Then again, he's always been a bit odd that way, never caring for his own possessions, only what he could collect and display for others. Well, Auron, you have certainly provided me with every tool that I could possibly want. Thank you, old friend. I think I'm going to be very comfortable here. Ah, and you've left me an extra area to decorate as I please. I do appreciate that. Oh, and the bedroom is definitely the crown jewel of this lovely home. I can't wait to crawl into that bed. Look at all this storage space. Wonderful. Wow, this is some closet. I know it's cold in Skyrim, but do I really need room for that many cloaks? Something odd about this wardrobe. Aha, another secret door. Arin, you sneaky elf. I suppose one does need somewhere to put one's valuables. Let's see what's out this door. Oh my. What an amazing view. I do hope I don't fall off this walkway some night in the dark. Hot springs. Oh, how delicious. I think I need a bath right this second. Off with the boots, off with the armor, off with the sword. Oh, this feels so good. I could probably stay in here for the rest of the day, if not for the call of that very comfortable looking bed. I feel like I'm never going to be clean again after being on that pirate ship. But this is at least a good start. I'm going to leave those dirty things right there for now and deal with them later. For now I have a bit of shopping to do, then catching up with Arin over a hot dinner, followed by a well-deserved rest. Tomorrow will be a busy day settling into my new life here in Skyrim.